Hello everybody, this is SuperFang99. Before we begin, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. With that out of the way, we are finally here at the finale of the Scarlet Keys. This is Congress of the Keys. I'm going to delay my investigator setup and skip right into the story. This is going to take a while. As always, you can use the time codes at the bottom of the screen to navigate around if you want to get straight into the action. Otherwise, get some popcorn and we'll see how long this goes. So, depending on how you got here, if you arrived at this finale due to a status report because time ran out, proceed to intro 1. You awaken in darkness. A sack is removed from your head and cast aside, and your cheek is squeezed and struck once or twice for good measure. Wake up, a sinister voice commands. You blink unconsciousness away and realize with some panic that you and your partners are bound to chairs. A gag prevents you from making any noise louder than a muffled cry. As your eyes adjust to the dim light, you realize you must be underground. The large windowless chamber is made of clean worked stone, lit faintly by mercury vapor lamps. Scarlet tapestries line the walls, along with several glass cases and shelves containing old relics and historical artifacts. Dominating the room is an enormous central table, an elaborate pattern of lines and rings carved meticulously along its surface. Standing around the central table are a host of figures, some familiar to you, others unrecognizable. All of them bare red. Your heart surges in your throat. You have been brought here to account for your crimes against the coterie, the voice states, or to be commended, if that is the will of the Congress. We will now entertain any who wish to speak on your behalf, or against you. Proceed to trial 1. The coterie casts votes to determine your fate. Read the relevant passage from each of the following sections in order, and tally all of the votes received. Each yea vote represents a coterie member who wishes to see you disposed of. Each nay vote represents a coterie member who wishes to keep you safe. An abstaining vote or a vote of silence is neither a yea or a nay. So, I think we did aid the knight. Is that right? Where is that? Yes, the cell aided the knight. The elderly knight from Alexandria steps forward, commanding the attention of the center chamber. My esteemed associates, the individuals gathered here before us, despite their unfortunate affiliation, are indeed worthy of our respect and recognition. Were it not for their assistance, our sanctum in Alexandria might have fallen. To one of our own, I might add. I believe this demonstrates their value. Some of the others nod in agreement. The assembled members look around for a rebuttal, but none arrives. Perhaps the beast is nursing its wounds. The Clary Knight votes nay. The beast in the cowl of crimson abstains by default. If Eshe trusts the cell, she doesn't. If Eshe does not trust the cell, she doesn't not touch the cell because we just refused her offer. So, if neither of the above are true. If we purport to be a morally righteous organization, the woman in the vermilion veil articulates politely, we cannot destroy each and everything that stands in our way. Progress requires understanding and cooperation, and I abhor violence. We should be working with these individuals, not against them. Ajay Shaheen votes nay. We haven't not seen the last of Amaranth. We haven't done that. Neither of the above are true. Next to speak is a beautiful pale-skinned woman in a black dress. The blooming red flower adorning her hair is the only splash of color gracing her outfit. We operate in secrecy for a reason, do we not? Her beauty belies her vile tone and harsh tongue. They know too much. Kill them and get it over with. Amaranth votes yay. Amaranth is the bearer of the last blossom. Update the campaign log accordingly. Alright, moving on to Thorn. Haven't seen Last of Thorn. Some idea of Thorn disappeared. None of the above are true. The one wearing a red cravat, with platinum blonde hair to match their sheet white skin, speaks next. I have had no dealings with these before us, they say, gesturing towards you. It would be foolish of me to vote one way or another without knowing first hand of their capabilities and trustworthiness. As such, I will sit this one out. Thorn abstains. Thorn is the bearer of the sable glass. Update the campaign log accordingly. Alright. If Aliki is on your side, which I believe she is, yes, because we got her out. With ethereal grace, Aliki Zoni Uperetria steps out of the shadows, a golden-hued blade sheathed on her back. Her scarlet shaft drifts along a breezeless wind. She whispers something soft and quiet in her usual lexicon of forgotten prose. One of the assembled coterie translates. Uperetria states that they skew their eyebrows up in surprise. That those assembled before us are truly loyal servants to the cause, as we are? Murmurs erupt around you. Aliki votes nay. Before resolving any of the below options, if Desi is in your debt, find the copy of Desiderio Delgado Alvarez you stored in a safe place and look at it on the other side. Then proceed. Alright, here we go! Oh yeah, let's do it! Oh my god. Okay, story has it. So, if the other side of the Desiderio Delgado Alvarez is his story as it version. There is a sudden flare of a match as Desi lights a cigarette. These ones are alright, he says. There's big a shit going on here. Almost got snatched by you-know-what back in Havana. They helped me out. Not that I needed it or anything. Point is, they had my back. Desiderio Delgado Alvarez votes nay. If the cell meddled in Aberran's affairs, we did not. A man you do not recognize speaks next. His large, imposing frame is dwarfed only by the luster of his enormous ruby ring adorning his left index finger. As fortune's chosen, we have once more been given a great and illustrious boon, he states, his thundering voice commanding the attention of all. Our enemies bound before us? Why dispose of such a gift? What better way to learn how to continue our great work than to question them? Perhaps we may even use them as leverage. Yes, leverage. He trails off, a sinister grin on his face. You almost wish he had voted to kill you. Aberran Aragoriakok, I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm so sorry, abstains. Alright, well, no matter what, you cannot see the red gloves man's face, but you imagine a great and terrible smile. The red-gloved man remains eerily silent. If the cell knows the true nature of the coterie, which we do, immediately skip to the trial 6 without tallying any further votes. Which is a little sad because we would miss out on some story. Basically, I think that, well, La Chica Roja would abstain, and that's about it. Okay. Going to the trial 7 then. Before the next member is even given the chance to speak, the red-gloved man reaches out to grip their skull with uncanny strength. His arms lengthen into spindly wires of ectomatter. He crushes their skull inside the palm of his hands, straight... Wait, sorry. What am I doing? No, we're going to 6. Right? Yeah! Oh, Jesus! Oh, God. We almost went to the really bad version, which is Trial 7. We're going to Trial 6. Okay, I'm dumb. My apologies. Okay. I was like, oh my god! Okay, Trial 6. Before the next member is even given the chance to speak, a figure emerges from behind the man with the red gloves, and something small and dark is placed against the base of his skull. There is a thunder in your ears as the gunshots ring out across the chamber. The man's face explodes, not in grotesque error, but a flood of distorted mist that crests outward and reforms above the man's hallowed body. It takes the vague shape of a many-armed spiral, like a galaxy of stars pinching all of reality around its otherworldly form. The clothes the red-gloved man previously wore crumble to the ground, empty. The rest of the assembled coterie draws their weapons and attacks the entity, but it quickly escapes the chamber, reassembling its ectoplasmic form beyond your very eyes, before your very eyes on its way out. Several more of the things follow suit, the attire of their previous forms falling limp and hollow to the floor. From the shadows emerges the true figure of the red-gloved man. They are here, he states with surprising nonchalance, reloading a sidearm. Among us. Perhaps the rest of you might have noticed had you kept your gaze on our mission. He shares with you a knowing glance and the barest hint of an impish grin. These accused are to thank for my return to this realm. Without them, you might all be dead. This trial is over. There is no debate whatsoever. The gag is taken out of your mouth and your bindings are cut. You are brought before the ceremonial table, standing by the man's side. What are they after? Where have you been? One of the coterie asks. They are after our world. Perhaps every world, he replies, pulling his scarlet gloves taut around his hands. But now is our chance to strike back, to follow them to their home, and end this threat once and for all. Nods and murmurs of consent ripple throughout the assembly. In your campaign log, record the red coterie spared the cell. Proceed to setup version 3. Alright, I've never done this one before, so I'm excited. Before we move on to setup, let us resolve our opening hands for our investigators. So we have Kaimani's opening hand with Leo DeLuca, quick thinking, kicking the hornet's nest. I'll take that, and honed instinct. Well, definitely keeping Leo. My honed instincts are now all cost 0, so it's not the worst thing in the world. I think honestly I'm gonna toss them. No, I'm gonna keep kicking the hornet's nest. That is an economy card. So I'll replace 3 to get quick thinking. Another, I'll take that, and that's a weakness. And the grappling hook. Okay, that is something. As for Daryl, he will draw perception, shortcut, plucky, weakness, Dr. Marlon Christopher, and the empirical hypothesis. That is fantastic. I think I'll just toss the non-assets and keep going. Lucky 3. Shed a light. Alright. A little low on our clue compression, but hopefully some pretty good evidence generation. Alright, let's go to setup. Setup, version 3. Gather all cards from the following encounter sets. Congress of the Keys, Agents of the Outside, Beyond the Beyond, Outsiders, Red Coterie, Secret War, Spreading Corruption, Ancient Evils, and Striking Fear. Sets are indicated by the following icons. When gathering the Striking Fear encounter set, only gather the following cards. 2 times Frozen Fear and 2 times Dissonant Voices. Do not gather the 3 Rotting Remains from that set. Alright, so here we are. We got Congress of Keys, Agents of the Outside, Beyond the Beyond, Outsiders. Red Coterie I don't have here because we already gathered enough of things. Secret War, Spreading Corruption, Ancient Evils, Striking Fear, and only these 4 cards of Striking Fear. Find each of the 9 City of Remnants locations from the Beyond the Beyond encounter set. Shuffle these locations together with their unrevealed sides face up to form a deck. This deck is called the Other World deck. Place this deck near the scenario reference card. Put the Sanctum versions of Scarlet Halls and the 3 Coterie Sanctuary locations into play. Remove the layer versions of these locations from the game. Each investigator begins play at Scarlet Halls. Alright, so here is our Scarlet Halls location, and I'm going to just randomize these Coterie Sanctuary locations, put them into play. And we both begin at Scarlet Halls. Build the Act deck using only Act 1A, Secrets of Lies version 3. Remove the other versions of Act 1 from the game. So this is version 3. Find each Coterie enemy from the Red Coterie encounter set who was eerily silent. This set is indicated by the following icon. Do not gather any of the Coterie enemies from this set who voted yay, nay, or abstained. So, the only one who was eerily silent was the Red Glove Man. This fellow. And the other ones, since we're not gathering them, we're not doing the whole, they're on your trail or whatever it's called. You haven't seen the last of them. Yeah, we don't do that anymore. At least I assume so. Okay. The lead investigator spawns the Red Glove Man in the shadows and resolves its concealed keyword as granted by Act 1A. So Act 1A says that the Red Glove Man gains concealed 1 per and cannot be damaged. So, moving back here. Here's our 2 decoys and the Red Glove Man. Spawn him in the shadows. Shuffle these up. And the lead investigator is Kamani, so we will spawn one with them, and then the 2 others at the other coterie sanctuaries. Okay. Shuffle the rest of the gathered coterie enemies, and that doesn't do anything. Shuffle the rest into the encounter deck, so there are none others, because no one was eerily silent, luckily. Who could have been eerily silent? Thorn could have. I think Eshe? No. Desi? Desi could have, yeah. I think there was one more, but I can't remember. Okay. Check the campaign log. If the red coterie spared the cell, which they did, find the conspirator story asset version of the Red Glove Man, along with each other member of the coterie who was not gathered during the above step. Put each of them into play and under any investigator's control. Note, these story assets are scattered across various encounter sets. Some of them are on the reverse side of enemy cards. For the remainder of the scenario, ignore the unique symbol on both versions of the Red Glove Man. If the Red Glove Man is the bearer of any keys attached to him, only use enemy version. Okay, makes sense. Okay, here are the list of conspirator things. So we're gonna go one at a time, starting with the Clarion Knight. So here's the Clarion Knight. He is the bearer of the Light of Pharaohs. So he can move resources and put them as charges, ammos, or supplies. Ammo would be good. Play a card. Ooh. We're gonna give that to Kamani, I think. Next is Eshe Shaheen. Right, because we have the. What do we have? We have the Ruinous Chimes. No, it's the Twisted Anti-Prism. That's why she doesn't have her thing. Look at the top card of any investigator's deck. If it's not a weakness, replace it face down. After any key is shifted, the owner of each card beneath Eshe draws that card. Oh, okay. I'll just give it to Daryl then. It's good to soak. Next is Thorn, who is the bearer of the Sable Glass. After an investigator location sets a card aside as a hollow, exhaust Thorn. That investigator may take an immediate action as if for their turn. And then the Sable Glass is look at the revealed side of ooh, that looks like a Kamani card. Next we have Aliki Zoni Uperetria. After a concealed mini card is exposed, exhaust her. Choose a set aside hollow. Its owner draws it. Well, really anyone could have that. So let's just give that to Daryl. Here is La Chica Roja, who is the bearer of the Weeping Lady. Reaction: when your turn ends, exhaust La Chica Roja. Place your investigator mini card in the shadows. While you are in the shadows, you are not at any location. Enemies that would spawn engage with you instead spawn at your previous location. At the end of your turn, move back to your previous location or any revealed location if you cannot. So it just tries to blank an enemy spawn in from the encounter deck. The Weeping Lady sounds good though. It discovers clues. Let's just give that to Daryl again. Here we have Desiderio Delgado Alvarez. Reaction: when an enemy from a monster, when attack from a monster enemy deals damage to Desi, exhaust him, cancel one of the damage, and deal a damage back. We'll give that to Kaimani. Actually, yeah. Yeah. Let's see. Kaimani currently has 3. So does Daryl. So I think that's good. And the Red Glove Man. After you successfully fight or evade an outsider enemy by 2 or more, exhaust the Red Glove Man. Deal a damage to that enemy and discover a clue at your location. That is definitely going to be for Kamani. So actually, I'm thinking, what does the Sable Glass do? Look at the revealed side. No, that's it. Desi didn't have a thing. Okay, let's give the Red Glove Man to Kamani, and we'll give Desi to Daryl, because that's some good soak right there. Ooh, okay. Moving on. Set the 3 Otherworld locations from the Congress of Keys encounter set and the Mimetic Nemesis enemy aside out of play. That is these 4 cards. Gather each decoy mini card in each of the following mini cards: City of Remnants, LM&R, Mimetic Nemesis, and the Red Glove Man. Set them aside out of play. So the Red Glove Man's mini card is already out there, but here are the other ones that we gathered. Shuffle the remainder of the encounter cards to build the encounter deck. The rules for location adjacency in the realm of the outsiders and locations in the shadows can be found on page 57. I've already read that last episode. Go ahead and go watch that video if you want to catch up on that. Alright, well, that is the setup. We have a lot of shit to do, so I'm going to be right back. And we are now ready to begin. Agenda 1A. Conflux of Consequence. Forced, when this agenda advances, if it is Act 2, 3, or 4, skip the B side of this agenda and proceed directly to Agenda 2A. 3 Doom Threshold. Secrets and Lies, Version 3. Outsiders have attacked the Red Coteries' hideout. Only one among them has the answers you seek. You must find the Red Gloved Man, or the entity that wears his face, and follow it back to the world whence it came. The Red Gloved Man gains concealed 1 per and cannot be damaged. Objective. At the end of the round, if each investigator is at the same location as the Red Gloved Man, they may spend the requisite number of clues as a group to advance. We need 2 per. Okay. We got a lot of story assets going on. So I think we're going to start with Kamani. Is that right? Yes. Okay, we're going to start with Kamani. We're going to start with an underworld market. So Kamani can draw Dirty Fighting or Disguise. Dirty Fighting. I actually haven't been able to play Dirty Fighting at all. Let's do it. So we're going to draw Dirty Fighting and put the rest on the bottom. I'm going to shift the Light of Pharos. Oh, I should clarify. Keys controlled by, or attached to story assets, I should say, can be shifted by an investigator who controls that asset in the same way. So, if you're wondering, because we've never actually encountered that, where we've had story assets in control of keys, but yeah. Anyway, I'm shifting the Light of Pharos. Play a card from your hand at -3 cost to flip its, and -3 cost, and then flip it. And then this one is, each investigator must discard 2 cards, or 2 random non-meaningless cards on their hand. Okay. So don't want to resolve that. And we're going to play Leo for 3. And that is fast. Oh, blah, blah, what am I doing? Well, first, this card. Playing on standard difficulty, we have 2 skulls, which are -X. X is the current act number, which is 1. We have 4 cultists, which are -5. You may flip a stable key you control to its unstable side to treat this token's modifier as a -2 instead. And we have 4 tablets, which are -2. If this is an attack against a ready outsider enemy, you automatically fail instead. And we're starting in the Scarlet Halls. The halls of the Red Coteries' secret hideout celebrate its long history of meddling with humanity. Its walls adorned with ancient relics from past civilizations, scarlet red tapestries, and numerous portraits of important-looking people, all clad in red. 2 shrouds, 0 clues. As a free trigger, exhaust a conspirator asset you control, move to a connecting location. Perhaps if you had a guide, these labyrinthine halls would not be so perplexing. Okay, and we can basically do that whenever. Free trigger. Okay, so that was, so far, no actions. Okay, these all exhaust, I would like money. I think we don't want to expose just yet, for sure. So, I'm going to exhaust Thorn to move over here to Coterie Sanctuary. The Red Coterie's inner sanctum is steeped in ancient tradition and ceremony, welcoming and sinister all at once. 3 shroud, 1 per. As an action, exhaust a conspirator asset you control. Search the top 6 cards of your deck for an asset and draw it. Shuffle the rest into your deck. The ceremonial chamber where your trial took place is dominated by an enormous table and lit by candlelight. Extravagant decorations adorn the walls, crimson in color. Okay, that's interesting. I think we will take our first action to move back. And then I'm going to exhaust the Clarion Knights to move over here. 5. The Key Reliquary. 5 shroud, 1 per. As a reaction, after you successfully investigate the Key Reliquary, instead of discovering clues, choose an unempowered key attached to an investigator at your location. Place a resource from the token pool on that key as an empowerment. That key is empowered. If it is shifted, its controller may spend the empowerment instead of flipping it to its unstable side. Okay. Kind of a free shift. 2 clues. 5 shroud, though. That's tough. Is Kamani just gonna go around exploring? That was one action so far. Okay, second action move here. We're gonna exhaust the red glove fan. Whee! Move all the way up here. See what this one is. Same thing. Four-shot one per. As an action, reduce the cost of the next asset you play this round by 2. You may exhaust a conspirator asset to treat this ability as a free trigger ability instead of an action ability for this activation. Oh, that's interesting. So we have 2 actions left, and I think so. So I'm going to take an action to do that, and then play this dirty fighting at -2 costs, so just for 1. Okay, that was actually Kamani's turn. Daryl, you were going to short supply. So first we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Wow. Okay, I cannot believe that we got doomed on the top of that. That is insane. That's insane. Good scavenging targets if we can find scavenging as well. I wonder if we could take this action to get scavenging off. Okay, I think we're going to start but just by setting up though. So we're going to take a resource. Actually, oh, we can do this. Okay, we have ways to do this. Yeah. So we're going to exhaust a leaky. Actually, first we're going to use. I think we're going to use Ege to look at the top card of Daryl's deck and place it underneath her. And then after a key is shifted, we'll draw it. So Daryl's top card is a deduction, and we'll put it underneath her. Okay, then we're going to exhaust a leaky to move over here. We're going to exhaust this Desi to do this fast. So the next asset we play is -2 cost. So the first action we're taking is playing Dr. Mylan just for 2 resources. The second action we're doing is we're going to play 2 to play the empirical hypothesis. This should have also 2 clues, I should mention. We're also going to fast out Plucky. And then third action, I think we're just going to investigate. We are 5, 6, 7 to 4. -1, we'll succeed by 2 and get a clue. End of our turn. I guess we're just going to go, wee! Yeah. Okay. Let's go to upkeep. Lots of things to ready. Come on, he's going to draw. Backstab. Get a resource. Daryl is going to draw. Oh, paradimensional understanding. Okay. Flip each stable key you control to its unstable side. So, do we control the Weeping Lady is the question. Let me double check. Okay, so there's not a lot of on control, but I'm assuming that because we control La Chica Roja, we also control this. So yes, I will flip Twisted Anti-Prism and the Weeping Lady. That did, however, trigger Ege because a key was... No, it wasn't shifted. It was just flipped. Got it. Okay, never mind. And then get a resource. Oh, also, Dr. Mylan would have given us a resource from last turn. Okay. 1 doom out of 3. First encounter card of the day. Kaimani will draw Terror of the Beyond. Place a doom on the highest thing we control, which is Leo. Okay. Daryl's encounter card is Ancient Evils. Well, that was fast. Nothing to do about that. Swift as Scarlet. The current act is Secrets and Lies version 1, version 3. Okay. Extra-dimensional entities around you, threatening to erase your... surround you, threatening to erase your very existence. Flip 1 per keys from their stable side to their unstable side. Immediately resolve an additional enemy phase, then resume with the current phase. Okay, that's fine. Stable to unstable. So we need to flip 2 of them. So we have 2 of these here. Um, we could use that. That could be good. I do like the 2 damage. I do like automatically evading, so we can get rid of the Eye of Ravens for now, I think. Um, I guess let's flip. What is this one again? Direct damage? Sure, we'll flip the Mirroring Blade. Okay, not the worst thing in the world. Our second agenda is the World Unbidden. Blah, 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 blah. Start of their turn. Does Daryl want to come down? I guess before they go, let's exhaust Ege to see what the top card of Daryl's deck is. Perception. A lot of skills. Nothing came into play, too. That's unfortunate. Nothing to take a picture of. I'm in there with the shadows with you. Okay, so we just need to get 2 per clues. So let's just do that as fast as we can. Let's have Daryl go next. It's first, I should say. So he pops back here. He's investigating at a 7 to 4. Yeah. That's a fail. Okay. Do it again. -2, 60 by 1. Get a resource from Dr. Mylan. Okay, third action. Move down here. I think we're going to exhaust Desi to move over here. Yeah. Okay. I think Kaimani should probably just try and expose the Red Glove Man so that we can know where how we spend the clues. Unless we do it next turn. It's not the worst thing in the world. This is tough. Okay. Action, move. Actually, first, sorry, before we go, Underworld Market, of course. Dirty Fighting or the Derringer? I don't think we need either of those. I'm looking for the Mauser. We also don't have what's it? Sharpshooter. First action move. Free trigger, exhaust Clary Knights. Move over here. I'm gonna take an action to exhaust Thorn. Search the top 6 for an asset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Stealth is good. Yes, we will draw stealth for sure. And shuffle the rest. Yes. Okay, so far that was our second action. I think third and fourth are going to be to gain a resource and then play stealth. Okay. Let's go to upkeep, rating everything. Oh, and I guess technically Daryl's over here. Okay. Kamani will draw. Trenchcoat. Gain a resource. Daryl will draw Shortcut. Gain a resource. Alright. 1 Doom out of 10. Kamani's encounter card. Frozen in Fear. Okay. Take a picture of that. Daryl's encounter card is Memory Variance. So every event that gets played is a hollow instead. I'm going to put that over there. Okay, let's have Daryl go next. So, or first, I should say. So he pops over here. He is going to investigate. He is currently 7 to 3. Yeah. Okay, fine. I'll pay 1 resource from Plucky to make it 8 to 3. Skull is -1. We succeed by 4. So we will get an evidence on empirical. Get this clue, which gives us evidence off of Frozen in Fear. I'm also going to exhaust Ege to look at the top card. It is old keyring. Okay, we should like to shift our key now. And that was one action so far. Okay, second action, we're gonna investigate again. I think. Yeah, and we'll spend a resource. Oh, and Dr. Marlin would have given us a resource, so I'll spend the resource that we just got from Dr. Marlin. -2, succeed by 3 again. Get another clue. Okay, so we have the clues to spend. Now we just need to find where the Red Glove Man is. Alright, Kamani is going to evade concealed card, I think. No, we're going to stealth this concealed card. No, we'll do that here. So currently we're 5-3, takes 2 actions. Is there a point to being up 3? I don't think so. We are 5-3. We actually want Daryl at this location, I think. Oh wait, what did Daryl do for his last action? He didn't actually do anything for his last action. So actually, we're gonna take this action to exhaust a leaky, and look at the top 6 for an asset. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Please scavenging. Yes. Okay, I will draw scavenging. That is all I wanted. Okay, now back to Kamani. So Kaimani will. Actually, I think they're gonna underworld market first. Now that I think about it, we do want to find. I mean, finding. What's his face? You know, the evade one would be nice. So yeah, we're gonna underworld market. They're both Mausers. I guess we'll have to take one. Pickpocketing, that's what it's called. Alright, we're invading. 5-3. That's -2. We do succeed. It is the Red Glove Man. Okay, wow. Good job. Spawns here. This can go away. Oh, maybe we should have had Daryl leave. That's okay. We have 2 actions left because of the thing. Is he humanoid? Oh, he is. It'll be very difficult to evade him, though. Anything bad if it happens if we fail? No? Okay. Oh, let's go 5-all. Let's try it. No, we can take a hit. -1, we fail. We could lucky out of that, but I don't think so. That's fine. Oh, let's just try one more time. Yeah, okay, we fail. That's okay. End of our turn, we have to test Frozen in Fear. We're currently 3-3. I think Daryl's going to spend an evidence. Get it down 3-1. We would like to get rid of it. I think it would be good. That's a tablet. That's a -2, so we do succeed. Getting rid of Frozen in Fear. All right, enemy phase. This guy attacks us. We'll take 1 and 1. I guess we'll put it on. Oh, we'll have it attack the other Red Glove Man. Come at here. Let's go to upkeep. Kaimani will draw. Watch this. We need more money. Daryl will draw resourceful. That is good. I think we have some good resourceful triggers in here. Do we? Gumption, I guess. Oh, and also Crafty. Crafty is a survivor card. Okay. Before we move on, let us advance. It is the end of the round. So we need to spend 4 clues and the red because we're all here. Another World, version 3. Finally, you spot the man with the red gloves just before he ducks into a shimmering extra-dimensional portal. There's no time to lose. It's now or never. You follow swiftly as the portal closes. Remove each location from the game. Investigators are not defeated during this process. Other enemies and attachments at those locations are discarded, and concealed minicards are set aside. Okay, so let us quickly do that. Remove these locations from the game. What does it say to do with the red glove man? Okay, so yeah, we'll put the red glove man somewhere else. Put the knotted tower, gravity-defying climb, and the towering vertex locations into play in a straight vertical line with the towering vertex on the top and the knotted tower on the bottom. Okay, so knotted tower on the bottom, is that right? Yes. Then, yeah, then gravity-defying climb, then towering vertex. Okay, we'll do like this, I guess. We need these over here. Take the top three of the Otherworld deck and go from left to right. 1, 2, 3. Take the 3 City of Remnants mini cards, and how many more decoys? Oh, no more decoys. Okay. And surround the knotted tower, I assume. Yes, one left, right, and below. Place your defensive at the knotted tower and the red glove enemy at the towering vortex. Okay, let me move these up here again. Can y'all see that? Yes. Okay. That's it for Act 1. Act 2A. To the tower. Beyond all of known reality, in the dimension known only to the Forgotten and the Forsaken, lies the preposterous City of Remnants, the home world of the Outsiders themselves. Looming before you, a terrifying, twisted tower of jumbled architecture, is a nexus of rowling mist and clouds across an alien sky. Locations and concealed minicards cannot be placed adjacent to tower locations. Objective: find a way into the tower where the infiltrator lies in wait. If an investigator enters the gravity-defying climb, advance. So, I think, yeah. So let's read down the things. A towering vertex, Varuna's conflicts. The Red Glove Man cannot be defeated. The way to the towering vertex is impossibly perplexing. In order for an investigator to enter the towering vertex, concealed minicards around gravity-defying climb must be exposed in the following sequence. First, City Remnants L, then M, then R. What does that mean? Well, we'll get there. Here's the gravity-defying climb. We need, as additional cost to enter, investigators at the knotted tower must spend 4 per clues. And the knotted tower. In the nexus of the jumbled otherworld rises the tower of sinister structure of assorted materials climbing out of the tangled sky, looming countless stories over you like a skyscraper of forgotten architecture. An otherworldly mist snakes around the tower's length, flanked on all sides by barren, jagged peaks. 3 shroud, no clues. Reaction: after a location is placed adjacent to the knotted tower, move to that location from the knotted tower. And o'er it all loomed the blasphemous effigy, a ruinous testament to the conquered world. Virgil Gray in the Court of the Outsiders. Okay, so my understanding of this reaction is that when a location gets placed, anyone from this location can move there, since each of them can trigger the reaction. So that's how I'm going to rule it. I know that there's like some inkling in the back of my head. It's like, oh, you can only do it once per thing, but it's a different trigger because it's different people moving. Anyway, that's where I'm at. So we need 4 clues. If you recall, we need to expose these concealed cards, which are the locations. They'll come into play and then resolve concealed 1. So the one on the left has nothing happens if it's on the left. This one in the middle has choose a non-weakness card in your hand and set it aside how to play as a hollow, as its bad thing. One on the right has nothing bad. Okay. Then we go to the Mythos phase, because that was the end of the round. So 2 doom out of 10, and our encounter card is Kaimane's Ancient Evils, of course. Well, that's 2 out of 3, so we're getting there. Daryl's encounter card is a compulsion, which we will take a picture of. And I guess we might as well have Daryl go first. So he's going to test compulsion. I know I keep saying test. It's not a test, but I do test it. Okay, well, I guess we have to get rid of it. Goodbye, evidence. Last action, we're going to play scavenging. That's Daryl's turn. Okay, Kamani. I think you're going to start exposing some things. We're going to start with an underworld market, actually. Yes, pickpocketing, please. I need money. Oh, I guess we will use Ege as well. See what Daryl's top card is. It is a flashlight. Okay. Daryl's going to draw a bajillion cards in a sec. Okay. I'm going to start with playing Kicking the Hornet's Nest for Kaimani. So it costs 0, and then we need to search the top 9 for an enemy, non-elite enemy, and spawn it with Engage with Kaimani. So 3, 6, 9. But that's an enemy. That's an enemy. That's an enemy. That's an enemy. Okay, so don't need these. I'll reshuffle in a sec. We want to choose the aloof one, I think, because normally we wouldn't be able to spawn engage with us. So I will choose this Paradigm Effacer. Yeah. Spawn engage with Kamani. This goes away. That actually becomes a hollow. And we reshuffle. Is there anything that happens when we do a hollow? Is it you, Thorn? Yeah, we can actually exhaust Thorn, because Kaimani just set his card aside as a hollow. So we will take an immediate action, which will be to evade. We're currently evading at a 5 to a 3. Oh, I'm sorry. First, we gain 3 resources. Then we would discover a clue at any location. And we are going to discover a clue at our location. And instead of discovering a clue, we will expose one of these concealed mini cards. Oh my god. What? After a concealed mini card is exposed, exhaust a leaky, choose a set aside hollow, its owner draws it. We can just do it again! What? Wait, that's insane. Do we have, not infinite, but we do have access to all of our events all of the time, as long as we have memory variant out. What? Oh my god. That's crazy. Anyway. So, Kaimani will take their immediate action, which will be to evade. Well, first of all, we have to actually discover the clue because of the effect on Kicking the Hornet's Nest. So, we will expose this one. M. So, M comes down. We have to choose a card to set aside as a hollow. I'll set aside this trench coat, probably. Yeah. I'll set aside the trench coat. Then we have to resolve concealed one, putting a new one in its place. Anything for middle. Choose a non-magnetic card in your hand, set it aside as play as a hollow. Decoy. Oops, sorry. And it has to go right and down. We cannot go up because it cannot be next to the tower. Okay, we will also use the reaction to move over here. Rambling Route, or we have seen this one before. 2 Shroud, 1 per. We'll also have Daryl move there as well. Okay. Then we resolve the additional action, which will be to evade. We're going to evade committing watch this. So we're currently 6 to 3. I want to succeed this. I think Daryl commits his resourceful. And we're going to put 3 money on the watch this. So we are currently 7-3. Oh, that's an auto succeed. Oh no, it's not. It's not exhausted. That's okay. First, resourceful will trigger. We will get back the gumption that's in our. Actually, I think we'll get back the crafty that's in our discard pile. Watch this will trigger. We get 3 resources back. Sorry. Also, Jesus. When we resolve this, when we expose that location, we're gonna choose a leaky to get back. Oh, this is not in the discard pile yet. Sorry, it's not as set aside as a hollow yet. After mini card is exposed. So this would be set aside as a hollow because we haven't finished playing this when we got the clue. Yeah. So we'll just get the trench coat back. That's fine. Okay. Sorry, finishing this up. We will successfully evade. We successfully evaded by 2 or more. So we will deal a damage and discover a clue at our location. From here. Okay. Now we will free engage. And that was a free action. That was our first action. So far, this has only been our first action. Second action, we are going to evade again using our ability. Dirty Fighting gives us +2, so we're 7. +2 is 9 to 3. Actually, before we do that, yeah, we are going to first fast out, pickpocketing. Then we're going to do it with stealth. So we are evading 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 1. And I'm going to commit the watch this to put more money on it. Jesus. Jesus! What is happening? 9 to 1. -2. Succeed by 5, 6. 6. So we will get our money back. We will evade, so this guy dies. We did evade an enemy, so we will draw a card and gain a resource. Sharpshooter. Wow, what timing. Oh my god. Okay, we have 2 actions left because that was fast. So we will just play the gun and the sharpshooter. That was a turn. That was an insane turn. Jesus. Okay, let's go to upkeep. We have so many things in Kaimani's play area. Holy shit. Kaimani will draw Honed Instinct. 0 cost. Darrow will draw Deduction. Alright. 1 Doom out of 4. Sorry, 4 Doom out of 10. Kaimani will draw another Worldly Mimic. Aloof Hunter cannot trigger things if they're set aside. Okay. Or if they're hollowed. Darrow will draw Apocalyptic Presage. Okay. Everyone chooses a thing as to set aside as a hollow. Disengage with Darrow. So Kaimani will set aside the trench coat. Is it play or hand? Yeah. Wow, this is a good hand. I don't want to really give any of this up. I think we will set aside Deduction for now. I think this is actually a great time for the Ruinous Chime. Yeah. So first we're gonna do Ege. See what's on the top of our deck. Lucky 3. Oh, Aliki should be ready as well. Oh, also Thorn. So immediately gonna take an action. Fast, we're also gonna just shift this key to evade everyone here. And we'll have Kaimani engage both of them. Okay. Jesus Christ. What is happening? Because we engaged someone, something should happen, right? We could play Honed Instinct, but we're taking an action right now. It's okay. Also, yeah, okay. Jesus Christ, there's so many things going on. Okay, the action that we're taking right now is going to be to try and evade the otherworldly mimic. No, it's going to be to try and evade apocalyptic presage. No, it's going to be the. Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Okay, we're going to evade the mimic. We're currently 5 plus 2 plus 2 is 9 to 4. 9 to 4 is 60 by 2. Yeah, I think we got that. Oh, I'm sorry. Jesus Christ. We also shifted a key, so we're going to have to draw all of these cards from Ege. Which is good, actually, so I'm not complaining. What is the shortcut doing here? I didn't play that. I also should have taken a picture of one of them, I just realized, but we're going to discard them all, so it's fine. Okay, succeed by 5. We will discard the otherworldly mimic. Okay, so now we actually have our whole turn still. This guy's still engaged. I think I kind of want to kill it. I want to try, at least. Yeah, so we're going to play a backstab. We're currently 5 to 4. Daryl can get that down. Also, he has luckies. 5 to 4. I think we're going to spend an evidence to go 5 to 2. And if we draw a cultist, then that's how it's going to be. Tablet. Ooh. That is an attack against a... Oh, it's not ready. Oh my God. It's not ready. Oh, also, we had +2 from Dirty Fighting. So, that's fine. So, we were actually up 5. That's okay. We do succeed, dealing 3 damage. Then we're going to shoot with the Mauser and Sharpshooter. So, we have 5 plus 2 plus 2. Wow, Dirty Fighting's good. Attacking, parlaying, attempting to evade, and exhaust the enemy. Yeah. So we are 9 to 2. Oh, I missed pickpocketing earlier. Because we definitely succeeded by 1 or more. Or 2 or more, I should say. Yeah. 9 no dexterity. Okay. 9 to 2. -1. Succeed by bajillion. So we can ready the Mauser and gain a resource. And it's dead. I'm going to have it go into the victor display so I never have to look at it again. Jesus Christ. I think that was 2 actions. Was that 2 actions? Yes, because Thorn's evade action was free. Okay, we still have stealth too. Jesus Christ. This is already going extremely well. We're going to fast stealth. This should be exalted. To expose this concealed mini card. We're 5 to 2. -1. It is a decoy. Then we're going to do it again over here. Last action. 4th action. Yep. And this is M again. Okay. So M is here. We need to choose a non-magnetic card in your hand, set it aside to play as a hollow. We will set aside manual dexterity, I guess. Refill. This middle one, we lose an action when we do it, and we need a decoy, concealed 1. Oh, we're going down. This is not good. Okay, that wasn't even Daryl's turn yet. Oh my God, we discovered... Oh God, okay. We succeeded by 2 or more on that attack. So we will deal damage to it and discover this clue. Okay, fine. Jesus. What is happening? Kaimani's doing so much work. Okay, Daryl. Daryl. You have a bunch of bajillion cards in your hand, and I want to play them. I also want to get a clue. Oh, and then right, so we have to trigger a leaky as well, which we will get back the kicking the hornet's nest. Okay, Daryl, you are going to play 2 assets. 1, 2. That was 3 resources, 3 keys, 4 supplies. I think Daryl's going to shortcut down here. It is a Cliffs of Insanity! Forced. After you reveal Cliffs of Insanity, move each concealed mini card adjacent to it so they are arranged as evenly as possible in empty spots adjacent to locations not named Cliffs of Insanity. Okay. So there's 3 here. What does it say? Evenly as possible in empty spots adjacent to locations not named Cliffs of Insanity. Empty spots. Okay. So that means that there's going to have to be all 3 over here. Because this is not empty. This is the only empty spot. This is next to Cliffs of Insanity. Yeah. Weird. Okay. So they just all plop here. However, there are 2 per clues here. Okay, I'm going to investigate last action. We have 5, 6, 7. We're going to spend 2 from here. 7 to 0. Yeah. 7 to 0. Uh, 7 to 0. Cultist. We only succeed by 2? What does it say? We could shift a stable to unstable. I don't think we have any stable keys left. Yeah, okay. Fine, we'll succeed by 2 only. So we'll just use scavenging to get back the other old key ring. It's fine. It's fine. 2 clues because Shroud 0. Okay. Upkeep. Jesus. There's so many things going on in my brain right now. So many things. Oh my god. Okay. Kamani will draw. Quick thinking. Gain a resource. Dara will draw. Another empirical. I need to test my hand size, I think. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Oh, we're 8 cards. Good. Okay, 5 out of 10. That was the longest turn I've ever had in my life. Kamani will draw. Substance Dissimulation. For each set aside hollow you own, if there are 1 or more copies in your hand or play area. So Trenchcoat, Manual Decks, none of them. No cards. Choose the thing and discard it. Or set it aside. I'll set aside this. I'll take that. And because we set aside a hollow, we get to take an immediate action as for our turn from Thorn. Which will be to try and expose one of these, I think. No, actually, I think it will be to play Kicking the Hornet's Nest. Yeah! Yes! Okay. Oh my god, this is amazing. 9 cards. 1, 2, 3. We have 2 enemies to choose, and they're both Paracal's entities. Okay, so we will choose 1 to engage. We get 2 resources. Okay, we haven't resolved that yet. It is engaged with us, so they need to set aside a card to play as a hollow. It'll be this quick thinking. Then, well, actually, first we're gonna play Honed Instinct, which gives us an additional action, or sorry, which means that we take an action right now, which will be to evade the paracausal entity. We haven't even resolved the last part of Kicking the Hornet's Nest left. Oh my god. Jesus Christ, what is happening? Okay, so we are evading paracausal entity. We are 5-3 right now. And yeah. We could alternatively shoot it in the face. 5-3. -2. We will succeed by 0. I'm not going to trigger pickpocketing yet. Okay, so that guy's there. That's the end of Honed Instinct, so we put this underneath. Then we discover a clue at any location. I'm going to discover a clue at this location, trying to expose this concealed card. It is City Remnants R. We haven't completed that yet, so R says nothing. So we put it into play. Then we take R and concealed 1. Mix them up. Replacing this. R here says take a horror. And then we put them here. So I'm going to put 2 here, 1 here, 1 here, since this is not next to tower. Then, because we exposed a thing, we can draw a card back. We will draw the Honed Instinct back. And then this finally gets resolved, so we will now set it aside as a hollow. Jesus Christ. Okay. Okay. That was Kaimani's encounter card. Oh my god. What did we even draw? We drew we drew substance simulation off that. Oh my god. Jesus. Daryl's encounter card is compulsion. God damn it. I'll take a picture. This is so funny, honestly. I'm having the best time. Okay, we're gonna go with Daryl first. Try and test the compulsion. Ah, god damn it. Fine. 2 actions, get rid of compulsion. We have no evidence. Last action, we're gonna try and investigate with this and this. 5, 6, 7 to 0. You know what? I'm going to commit this empirical to go 8-0. We cannot succeed less than by 3. How's that game? Huh? Talent -2. Succeed by 3. Succeed by 5. So we will empirical to get evidence. We will scavenge. Actually, will we? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, why not? Scavenge this flashlight. I think that's the only other item. Yeah. We're done with items. Get 2 clues. Shroud 0. Get a resource from Dr. Mylan, which I think I forgot last time, but that's okay. And that was our last action. I think we'll use... Where is she? La Chica Roja. To whip into the shadows with our shortcut. Okay, Jesus Christ. Kaimani. I guess you just shoot it. Oh, it's aloof. Oh, we could have triggered... could have triggered dirty fighting after do the thing. I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to have to take it. So I will free engage. That sets aside a play as a hollow. We'll set aside this Honed Instinct, even though we just drew it. Then we're going to stealth it. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 to 1. 9 to 1. This is truly insanity. Okay, definitely succeed by enough to kill it. Or, sorry, discard it. We'll then pick pocketing, drawing a card, which is manual dexterity, gaining a resource. That was all fast. Next action, we're going to move into here. Alien Frontier, 3-shot, 1 per. When you would move above or below, test 5 foot, take 2 damage, take a horror, and look at the revealed side of a thing. We do have enough clues for everything, I think. Don't think we need more clues than that. Could be wrong. That was our first action. Second action, we're going to play a grappling hook. I should have played this in the other order, but that's okay. Last 2 actions, we're going to grappling hook, and we're going to take a basic investigate. We're 5 to 3. Well, I guess we could evade as well. Try and expose something. I don't know why we would. We could expose one here, and that might be good. Or we fail. That's fine. We'll just fail. We'll then try and expose this concealed mini card, I guess. 5 to 3. Because we're evading with the grappling hook. Okay, we will succeed. Let's choose this one. It's a decoy. Okay. And then I don't think there's a point to move. Yeah, we'll just stay there. Okay. Upkeep. Ready. Everything in the world. There's so many things. There's so many things. Okay, draw a card. Kamani will draw. Another stealth. Oh my god. What have I made? I've created a monster. Resourceful. That's great. 6 doom out of 10. Kamani will draw. Start a reasoning. Can't do the same thing twice. Okay. I think we will take a picture of that. Yeah, there's clues there, so. Daryl will draw. Paradimensional Terror. You must either flip each decoy over, shuffle everything, or take a damage in a horror. I'll just shuffle everything. I think there is 1 decoy among these. No, there's 3. No, yeah, there's a decoy among them. So if we draw it, it's fine. Okay. The Cliffs of Insanity. I guess we should just go here. So let's have Kamani go first. Kamani is going to grappling hook. Double action. Oh, hold on. Take up to 3. Oh, okay, that's fine. Because they're all different. Okay, so they're going to try and investigate first. They are 5 to 3. I just realized I haven't been doing Underworld Market. Let me quickly do that. I'll take the other pickpocketing, for sure. And also, I might as well play it since it's fast. Okay. Turning to our normal schedule program, we are 5 to 3. We will succeed by 2. Or 3, actually. So let's expose this. R. So they'll take a horror, which we will put on the red gloved man. Resolve this plus 1 more. This one's R is take a horror again. I don't think I'm going to actually go into any more of these, so I'm just going to try and not do this. Okay. That was an investigate. Oh, and I use it to expose. That's okay. Then we're going to move. Alien Frontier, same thing. Oh, actually, sorry. Jesus Christ. When you move, so I need to test the other Alien Frontier. We're 5 to 5. Oh, okay. I'll just succeed. This one is left to right. Test 5. Take 2 damage. And there's 2 clues there. Oh, that actually works out. Then third action, we're just not going to evade. Okay, so I just did a double action. Twice in a row. Actually, no. The last action I did was a move. Weird. Okay. So Kamani has 2 actions left. Oh, Daryl should have also thrown away this old flashlight, I think, from upkeep. So I can't move again. That's okay. Kamani will play the other stealth and then move. Then they will test distortive reasoning. They're 3-3. Fail. That's okay. Okay. Daryl's turn. Daryl pops out over here. That's where he went. He's going to take 2 actions to go to Kamani. This way, then this way, avoiding all of the tests. That's cool. Then they're going to investigate. Old keyring, flashlight. That puts us at 7-0. Yeah. 7-0. Fine, I'll spend a resource from Plucky. Go 8-0. Yes, 60 by 4. Okay. So, a bajillion things. Evidence. Scavenging. Dr. Mylan. 2 clues because Shroud 0. Evidence off of Kamani. Discard old keyring. Okay, that was 3 actions. I missed the leaky trigger as well. I'm not going to go back on that. That was 3 actions. We have the clues to advance, so we will do that next turn, hopefully. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Okay. Let's go to upkeep. There's so many things going on. Kamani will draw Asian Fletcher, of course. Don't have a honed instinct on that, do we? No, that's okay. Daryl will draw shortcut. We have to discard something, I'm pretty sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards. We'll discard flashlights and shortcut, I think. Yeah. Okay. Gain a resource too. This is a very long video. 7 out of 10, Doom. Kaimani's encounter card is another memory variant. We'll take a picture of that for sure. Daryl's encounter card is a paracausal entity. We should have La Chica Roja, but that's okay. So, Daryl has to do a thing. It'll be this perception. That activates Thorn, which we'll use to evade Agent Fletcher. Currently 5-3. Uh, 5-3. Yeah, we will commit a manual dexterity, and Daryl will commit resourceful, I think. Yeah, we can get back the gumption. We are 8-3. So -1. So we will draw a card from manual dexterity. Lucky cigarette case. Daryl will get back gumption with the resourceful. And we will successfully evade. And that's it. Okay. So I think Kaimani will start by shooting the paracausal entity. Yeah. Yeah. So we're going to sharpshooter Mauser. First action. We are 5 + 2 is 7-3. And this is a foot test. We're good. Nothing we can really do about a tablet if it pops up. So that's just how it's going to have to be. Skull is a -3. We do kill it. Good. I just realized that I missed all my pickpocketing triggers. I'll do that when I kill Agent Fletcher. We're going to fast engage Agent Fletcher. We're going to fast stealth. We are 5 + 2 from dirty fighting, 7-1. Yeah, because this is an evade. Oh, this is not even an evade. This is fast, so we're good. 0. Okay. So we will discard Agent Fletcher. We do succeed. We did evade both, so we will draw 2 cards and gain 2 resources. Trenchcoat and Backstab. And that was fast. So we have 3 actions left. So we will move, play the Lucky Cigarette Case, then move. Okay. Daryl is going to move twice. 1, 2. And keep going? I guess so. Let's go up. Okay, we need to spend 4 per. We have 8 clues. Alright. Gravity-defying climb. 4 shroud, 0 clues. Forced. When concealed mini card would around gravity-defying climb is exposed. If it is the next in the sequence listed on the towering vortex, it remains in play and exposed, and you may expose another concealed mini card. If it is any other mini card, flip it and each other concealed mini card face down without shuffling them. And we will advance. Windows and doors. With Herculean effort, you practically crawl from the final step to the tower's pinnacle. Twisting clouds of crimson and violet clash in a multidimensional sky. Infinite gateways to infinite worlds. All of them. Wait, what? Wait, this is a towering vortex. Oops. Hold on. Was there something that I missed? Wait. Huh? Wait. Did I fuck this up? Axe 2A, the tower. Oh. Yeah. What the heck? Where did this? Oh, I accidentally. Wait, when did I get rid of this card? I don't remember doing that. When did I? Okay, well, that's fine. How did I remove that card? I removed something from the game. Anyway, I don't care. We enter the gravity-defying climb, so we're good. Into the tower. 7 forgotten locks grant entry to the tower. Each one a piece of history from a realm long since erased from time. You forget they exist the moment the gates open. On the other side, steps course their way up the spire's baffling length, winding, perplexing, and seemingly infinite. The ascent to the apex of the tower that binds this world together is paradoxical, a Gordian knot twisted far too many times. Even if you make it to the top, you doubt you will ever find a way back. Set each concealed minicard aside out of play. Remove. Let's do that. Remove each city of remnants in the shadows and the remainder of the Otherworld deck from the game. Thank goodness. Take the 3 City of Remnants concealed mini cards and 1 per decoy. So those are those 3. Then we have 2 decoys. Shuffle them face down and arrange them around gravity-defying climb in a random order. Okay, this makes sense. The Ascent. A terrible feeling of vertigo washes over you as you begin to scale the Cyclopean, Escheresque steps. Only one way to go now. Objective, ascend. If an investigator enters the towering vertex, advance. Okay. So in the gravity-defying climb, basically we need to get them exactly in L, M, and then R. But once we know where they are, if we choose L, then we can go straight to M, then we can go straight to R. So we need it's like one of these puzzles. Okay. That was Daryl's last action. And also Kaimani is done. Daryl has nothing else to do? No. Okay, let's go to upkeep. Oh, Kaimani should have tested Distorted Reasoning. They were 3 to 3. Auto fail, okay. Okay, upkeep. Kaimani will draw. Daring maneuver. Daryl will draw. Scavenging. Where the heck is my ruined film? Okay, we are 8 out of 10. This is not the last agenda, so I think we're being good on time. Okay. Kaimani will draw this thing. I will just shuffle everything over. It does change the game state. Things are being moved around. Okay. Daryl will draw Matter Inversion. There are no outsider enemies. Can't search. That thing. Okay. Highest cost asset is Dr. Mylan. That lost us 1 turn. I don't think that's worth getting rid of Dr. Mylan, so I think we'll just have to deal. Okay, so now it just becomes this kind of game. So Kaimani's going to move up. First action. Second action, we're going to gain a resource. Third action, we're going to play Trenchcoat. Okay, now we will stealth to go 5 to 2. Sorry, 6 to 2. Exposing one of these cards. +1. This one. R. Okay, so it's not the right one in the sequence, but we know that this is R. Then we will stealth. Six to 2. -3. We do succeed. Let's choose this one. Decoy. Okay, so I'm going to put this up here. Final action, we're going to evade for real. We are 5 to 4. Because again, these have not been evade actions. So we can still do an evade. Basic evade. 6 to 4. That's a -2. We were 6 with Trenchcoat, so that's good. We will choose this one. That's L. Okay, we will choose this one. That's M. Oh, hey, it's R. Let's go. We did it. Okay, so these are still not exposed. This is a decoy. We don't immediately... yeah, we don't immediately do that. So as long as we go in, then we can get it done. Question is, does Daryl go in? Well, that was Kaimani's turn. So they have to test a sort of reasoning. I think Daryl's going to use this, and then also... They have a lucky. Yeah. So we're going 3 to 1. I would like to get rid of this sort of reasoning. -2, we do succeed. Okay. Distorted reasoning is gone. Okay. Now it's Daryl's turn. I think Daryl just goes up. Probably. Yeah, let's do it. Daryl will move up. Action 1. So we have L, M, and then R. 6 Shroud, 0 Clues. Forced. When a concealed mini-card around the towering vertex is exposed. If it is the Mimetic Nemesis mini-card, deal the Mimetic Nemesis 3 damage, then flip all concealed mini-cards face down and shuffle them face down. If it's a decoy, it remains in play and exposed. And we advance. Why did I do that? That's what happened last time. After I read it, I removed it from the game. That's not right. Okay, here we go. Windows and doors. With Herculean effort, you practically crawl from the final step to the tower's pinnacle. Twisting clouds of crimson and violet clash in a multidimensional sky. Infinite gateways to infinite worlds, all of them oblivious. All of them blend, all of them theirs for the taking. You look out upon the world of the outsiders with both awe and pity, upon the countless worlds worth of ruin they have collected, discarded, forsaken, lost to all time. It is a garbage heap of cosmic proportions. At the very center lies your foe who has orchestrated humanity's erasure. Its body only scarcely resembles that of the red-gloved man now. With no human face to wear, its gaze is empty, its expression unknowable. Set each concealed minicard aside out of play. gonna need more decoys, but swap the set aside. Swap the set aside mimetic nemesis enemy with a red glove man enemy at the towering vertex. So here is the mimetic nemesis, infiltrator of realities. 5 fight, 3 health, 5 evade. Ancient 1, outsider, elite. Massive. Cannot make attacks of opportunity. Mimetic Nemesis gets plus 3 per investigator health, so it has 9 health. Forced, when Mimetic Nemesis would take 1 or more damage from an attack or player card, choose and reveal a concealed mini card. If it is a decoy, cancel all damage just dealt, the decoy remains in play and face up. Otherwise, the damage is dealt as normal. Then flip all revealed mini cards face down and shuffle them. And it's massive. Take the Mimetic Nemesis and decoy mini card, which is this card, and 2 per decoys. Shuffle them face down and arrange them around the towering vertex in a random order. So here are them. Gonna shuffle them. Okay. Here we go. The final act. The final air. You brandish the keys you have collected and brace yourself. If you cannot this entity and it will be the and none will ever be the wiser. This is it. As an action, flip a stable key you control to its unstable side. Remove an exposed decoy from the game. Objective: if mimetic nemesis is defeated, advance. Okay, that was our first action for Daryl. Daryl could for sure evade it if he wanted to. There's no clues to get. We probably want to start shifting some things. Oh, okay, so yeah, we'll shift the twisted anti-prism to its good side, putting a doom on Dr. Mylan since we're advancing anyway. I guess we could do this too, but we like Dr. Mylan. Sure. Everyone take a direct horror. Everyone take a direct damage. I won't have come on to draw an encounter card yet. This is stable. This one. No, do not want to discard those cards. Okay, I think that's fine for now. Yeah. So 2 actions left. 6 Shroud, huh? That's tough. That is tough. Interestingly, I think we'll play... Yeah. We're going to play Crafty. Cost 3. And then off of 1 of Crafty, we're going to play an old keyring. I think we can just take the hit. Yeah. Alright, so, enemy phase. Mimetic Nemesis will attack, dealing 3 and 3. I guess we'll just put our soak where it is. Then let's go to upkeep. Yep. Kaimani will draw, Honed Instinct. Daryl will draw. Jesus, Shed a Light. That rune film is in there somewhere. I didn't discard it, right? I just discarded Doomed and I resolved Paradimensional Understanding. So it's in there. It's in there. Okay, there was enough Doom to advance. Transdimensional Shock. A peal of thunder resounds across dimensions. In the deep resources of your mind, the building pressure of infinite forgotten worlds crushes your every sense. Your keys, surging with paradimensional energy, rattle and hum in your hands. Without them, you could scarcely withstand the strain of this realm. Flip each decoy over, shuffle all of them so that they're in the positions that they were. I'll just quickly shuffle these. Each investigator takes 2 damage and 2 horror, but may either choose one or neither. Shift an unstable key they control without flipping it to its stable side to cancel all that damage and horror just dealt to them by the above effect. Flip any number of stable keys they control to their unstable side to cancel that much damage and horror just dealt to them by the above effect. So we could either shift an unstable key, or what is this one? That's the discard too. Or we could just take it. We could just take it. I think Kaimani is okay to take it for sure. So yeah, Kaimani will just take 2 and 2. We'll give 1 to the Red Glove Man, 1 and 1 to Thorn, and then 1 horror to the Clarion Knights, I guess. And Daryl can just take it too, I think. Yeah, he'll take 1 damage. That's okay. Actually, that damage will kill Plucky. No, we have Desi too. What the heck am I doing? We have so much soak. 2 damage there, 2 horror on Ej. By the way, Plucky means that I can't assign it to me, so it's being assigned to them still. Where did this horror come from, though? Oh, it was direct. Duh. Okay. And that's the agenda. Our final agenda, running red. Blah, 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 blah. 7 Doom Threshold. Kaimani's encounter card is Secrets Lost. Revelation, test 3 willpower. I just realized we could have had Daryl use La Chica Roja to not take that damage. We'll do that next turn. For each point you fail by, choose its blah blah. Okay. That's fine. We are 3-all. Skull is a minus everything, so we will set aside 3 cards. We will use Thorn to immediately take an action, which will be to move up here. And that's it. Daryl's encounter card is Distorted Reasoning. That's slightly annoying. I'll take a picture of it. Okay. Kaimani has no cards in their hand. Hilarious. Okay. So, I think Kaimani starts by trying to expose. We're 6 to 6. Daryl will spend. No. Daryl will commit Gumption to go 6 to 4. Actually, what am I doing? This is not an action we'll take. We're going to stealth to try and expose. We're 6 to 4. -1. So we will expose. Let's do this one. Decoy. Okay, first action, we're going to flip, let's say you. The Sable Glass. To remove this decoy from the game. Okay, next, stealth. We are 6 to 4 again. Tablet is a -2, so we will just succeed. This one. Decoy. We'll take an action to flip the Mirroring Blade to remove that from the game. Okay, so that was all fast. That was all fast. Nice. I kind of want that. So we're just going to go 6 to 6. Daryl's going to commit his Gumption. 6 to 4. -1. So we'll expose this one. Decoy. Third action, we will flip the Ruinous Chime to remove that from the game. Fourth action, we will... Oh, that was our fourth action. Yeah, that was the third action, evade, fourth action, get rid of the thing. Okay, now it's Daryl's turn. So, Daryl, you are going to investigate You have 7 to 6. We're going to commit this scavenging to go 8 to 6. No, what am I doing? We're going to use the old keyring and this flashlight to go 7 to 2. Yeah, that's good. -1, we will succeed by enough to empirical. I'm not going to exhaust it. And scavenge. I'm going to scavenge back the other flashlight. And expose this one. Okay, mimetic nemesis. So we deal it 3 damage. And then we shuffle these two together. Okay, that was our first action. Second action, we cannot investigate again, and nor activate. So we will play flashlight, putting 4 more secrets on this basically, and that's 2 off crafty. Oh, we also get a resource from Dr. Marlin. Third action, we will do the same thing. Old keyring and flashlight. We have 7 to 2 again. Cultist, that is a success. Succeed by 0. And we will expose this one. It is it again. Okay. One more time and we got this. You did really well. We have a lot of keys, that's why. I mean, having all of the help, having the help of the entire coterie is makes this very, very straightforward. Which is like, that makes sense. We did so much work in the last scenario that this one should be easier. End of our turn, test disorder reasoning. I'm totally okay if I fail this, honestly. I'm 2 to 3. Oh, actually, I'm 3 to 3 with Plucky. Okay, I'll fail. End of our turn, we will also activate La Chica Roja to zip out of there. Alright, enemy phase. That guy will attack Kaimane for 3 and 3. We have the soak, it's fine. So 1 and 1 go to Leo. The other 2 damage goes on to the Clarion Knights. And Kaimane will take 2 horror. Yep. Alright, let's go to upkeep. They will draw a lucky cigarette case, gain a resource. Daryl will draw. Jeez, I've got a plan. Where the heck is this weakness? You should come back. Gain a resource. Doom on the agenda. So many things. Kaimane will draw. Frozen in Fear. Totally good. Daryl will draw. Secrets lost. That's okay. They're going 2 to 3. Sorry, 3 to 3 with Plucky. +1? Okay. What a way to finish this off. Daryl will go first. He will zip back. He's going to investigate. He is currently 7 to 6. Evidence, or we're going to old keyring and flashlights. To go 7 to 4. Spend evidence. Sorry, that was 7 to 2. Now it's 7 to 0. As a tablet, it's not an attack, so we will succeed by 5. Putting in evidence back on empirical. Scavenge back this flashlight. Expose this one. It is done. It is defeated. Of goldfish and whales. The entity collapses upon itself, its wordless screech washing over the world and worlds beyond, reverberating through your skull, reverberating through your skull, tearing you apart molecule by molecule. You remain tethered to reality only by the energy of your keys, which endure even as all else implodes around you. There is a sensation of tugging at the back of your skull, a feeling of being yanked by a fishhook out of a ravaged waters. Then darkness. R1. Each defeated investigator must resolve investigator defeat first. The feeling of being flung across worlds does not cease until you strike solid ground. Though your weary body protests, you scamper to your feet and scan your surroundings, ready for anything. But when you realize where you are shocked to find. Lay out the world map on a flat surface. Each investigator tosses a coin or chaos token onto the map. Wherever it lands, that is where that investigator ended up. If it lands in the ocean, they ended up by chance on a random boat. This is just a for fun thing. But here we go. So Kamani's gonna flip this cultist token somewhere. That went off the table. I'll get that later. They landed in Antarctica. I'm really bad at this. I'm like all the way back here. Let me just flip this over it. Okay, Kamani landed in Alaska, and Daryl landed in the Middle East somewhere. Wow. It takes several weeks for you to contact the other members of your cell who survived the collapsing of the Outsider's realm. It seems that, at least for now, their scheme has been dismantled. Perhaps a long-earned vacation is in order, but there is one last order of business to resolve. In your campaign log, record that the Outsiders were stopped. Each investigator suffers 2 physical and 2 mental trauma, as they may never truly recover from their paradimensional ordeal. Each investigator earns experience equal to the victory X value of each card in the victory display, which is 1. So we earned 6 experience. And the investigators win the campaign. Oh, I'm sorry. Each investigator earns 5 bonus experience, having saved the dimension from a terrible fate. The investigators win the campaign. Proceed to Epilogue. Oh, God. Read the following, only investigators run. Talk, Commissioner Taylor commands. You shift in your uncomfortable metal chair, the glaring light of her interrogation lamp nearly blinding you. One wall of the sterile interrogation chamber is covered by a black mirror that reflects you and the commissioner sitting across a desk from one another, your faces blanched under heavy white light. Knowing the Foundation, several operatives are watching and recording your every move from behind the mirror. A thick dossier lies unopened on the desk between you and Taylor. If the cell joined the coterie, we did not, we skipped to Epilogue 3. You find yourself awkwardly repeating events and names as you struggle to replay your experience to the commissioner. Throughout it all, Taylor remains silent, listening to your various rabbit trails and accounts of events with an air of reserve. When you have finished, she slides a glass of water across the desktop towards you. You see your shadowy reflection glimmer within the black mirror in the corner of your eye. What an unrestrained account, she says matter-of-factly. A heavy silence falls as the commissioner makes a near imperceptible nod at the black mirror to her left, then looks back to you. The Foundation thanks you for your service. Understand that everything you have done during your tenure with the Foundation is classified, and you are bound under threat of execution to never share this account with another soul, living or dead. She locks eyes with you. Do you understand? You nod, and the commissioner goes on. It goes without saying, but I must inform you that your temporary cell has been disavowed, and all assets acquired during your Foundation's service will be retained for further study and research. Your account of all events involving paracausal disturbance will be extracted, analyzed, and preserved for future analysis. In your campaign log, record Foundation Trust and Cell Deception. For each of the following that is recorded in your campaign log, the cell is assisting Agent Siri. I don't think so. The cell told the truth to Taylor. We did do that. Agent Quinn has your back. I don't think we did that. Yeah, we chose a leaky instead. The cell is delivering intel. We know. So we have 1 tally mark next to Foundation Trust. For each of the following that is recorded in your campaign log, Cell of the Truth. The cell is off mission. Yes. The cell aided the knight. Yes. Ej trusts the cell. No. The cell made a deal with Thorn. No. Aliki's on your side. Yes. Desi's in your debt. Yes. Tawil Masai is on your side. No. So we have off mission 1, aided the knight 2, Thorn, Aliki 3, Desi 4. So 4 next to cell deception. If the number of tallies next to Foundation Trust is equal to or greater than the number of tallies next to Cell Deception, proceed to Epilogue 4. Otherwise, skip to Epilogue 5. Alright. Commissioner Taylor opens the dossier in front of her and slides a set of tickets across the table to you. These are one-way tickets that will take you anywhere in the world, no questions asked. Given your troublesome curiosity, I recommend you go somewhere quiet and forgettable. Assume an alias, take up a profession that does not allow you so much free time or thinking. Oh, and stop wearing that, she says, gesturing offhandedly at your appearance. You interrupt in trying to explain yourself. The commissioner holds up one hand to silence you. In truth, I must inform you that you are getting off rather easily here. If the higher-ups had their way, you would have been summarily executed for your reckless handling of this case. The word collusion was tossed around. Had you towed the line, this case might have made your career. In my estimation, you've created far more trouble than you resolved. Taylor stands up, and you stand with her. Several burly suits step through the door behind you, flooding the room with light. The Foundation thanks you for your service. May we never meet again. In your campaign log, record the cell was dismantled. File closed. Holy bejesus. That was an episode. Yeah. Wow. So, before we end, sorry, the cell was dismantled. I'm just gonna real quick, before the episode is over, go over what my thoughts on the campaign and Kamani and Daryl. I really enjoyed this campaign. It definitely is not one for first time Arkham players, I would say. Like, it's pretty complicated. Um, I mean, you can see in the last scenario what was going on, but that was partly my own fault with Kaimani's bajillion assets in play. But there's a lot of things going on, and so it can be a little much sometimes. But if you're the kind of person that enjoys sort of very intricate rulings, then I think that this campaign is very, very cool. I love the flavor. I do really enjoy the story, even though the only real way to get like the good story, quote unquote, is to go down this secret path that I went through. To the secret scenario and finding the Red Glove Man, because him shooting himself in the back of the head was a great time. So that is a little unfortunate, and it's also unfortunate that it's possible to, like, on the blind playthrough, just like miss a bajillion scenarios, have like one giant interlude for an hour. That's tough, but I do think that in its replayability, I think at least Scarlet Keys holds up a lot. There's a lot of cool things going on here. So as for Kaimani, like, it has to be the right campaign, I think, because if you have a lot of elite enemies, Kaimani will struggle, especially in the early game when they don't have a lot of XP for things like pickpocketing, sharpshooters, better guns, dirty fighting, the things that really support their kit. And also, I was going a super heavy action build, so having a bajillion actions to take was really beneficial for Kaimani. That's the sort of build I was going for. It's hard to build Kaimani without a big action deck, in my opinion. Kaimani still has issues with economy just because of how many assets they need to play in order to function. But once you get those assets down, Kaimani can be very, very hard to get rid of. Like, being able to succeed by a lot and discard an enemy without dealing any damage to it is really, really good. If you're the kind of player, though, or if it's a campaign that has a lot of enemies with victory on them, Kaimani might disappoint. I do think that Kaimani definitely works better in a 3 to 4 player count, because you can have a dedicated fighter and then an off sort of, enemy management / clover with Kaimani with Thieves Kid and lockpicks and stuff like that. Then that can really help. But as for Daryl is just busted. There's last card of the deck, Ruined Film. Maybe not. I don't know. I don't know about busted, but he is really, really good. I can't tell how much of it is his ability, but his stat line is great. His card pool is excellent. Like, seriously, and all of the minus shroud things the minus difficulty things going on is so good. Like, he can reliably get 4 clues around, and that's a lot. I wouldn't say that he is on the level of untabooed Rex, for example, but I think that he is up there with one of the best cloovers in the game, along with like, you know, Tabooed Rex, Mandy, Daisy, so things like that. All right, well, that was that campaign. That took a while. Um, it's so long that the Forgotten Age campaign is already out. If you want to watch that video, I have it posted for an unboxing. Hopefully, I should be able to resume filming for the Forgotten Age campaign sometime soon. I'm in a bit of a move right now because I'm moving place, but I should be able to get the Forgotten Age campaign soon out, if not right after this episode. So, if you like this video, please make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and click the notification bell to be notified when I post a new video. It really helps out the channel. This has been SuperFang99, signing off.